have those who preach the most in terms of this climate alarmism and would refer to people like us as, I think it's climate science deniers. Bill Gates, our most beloved oligarch billionaire, he is basically justifying in this latest clip that he can travel the globe and he can jet set and do the lavish vacays and globalist conferences because he has the billions of dollars to then offset his apparent carbon footprint. Let's hear it from the horse's mouth himself.
What do you say to the charge that if you are a climate change campaigner, but you also travel around the world on a private jet, you're a hypocrite?
Well, I buy the gold standard of funding Climeworks to do direct air capture that far exceeds my family's carbon footprint. And I spend billions of dollars on climate innovation. So, should I stay at home and not come to Kenya and learn about farming and malaria? Anyway, I'm comfortable with the idea that not only am I not part of the problem by paying for the offsets, but also through the billions that my Breakthrough Energy group is spending, that I'm part of the solution.
What do you say to the charge
that
if you are a climate change campaigner,
billions of dollars to counteract your carbon footprint, then it's okay. You can jet set, you can do the private venues, you can eat the meat and not have to worry about the bugs, and you can jet set anywhere in the world. But you better be a billionaire because you have to offset your carbon footprint with technology that is controversial. And I don't even see any real tangible evidence that it's doing anything in terms of climate change because it's weather pattern, not change.
No, absolutely, Tamara. And this is the scam of our young century. This idea that I will pay a penalty for carbon offsets, but you're still dispensing carbon. It's not as though Mother Nature is, racking up some money. Oh, well, let my planet degrade because I'm getting a few more bucks in my bank account. And, I've asked this of the climate folks when they're not being hysterical and like squeezing a rubber toy in the microphone. When you look at, I think it was Al Gore, there was a study once, I'm going by memory, so don't quote me, but I think he had a carbon footprint 28 times the size of the average American. And I said, how do you justify him flying in a private jet to Australia for a weekend conference and then flying back? And it's almost the argument, Sheila, Tamara rather, is that he's doing God's work. I mean, this is a modern day Jesus Christ. And if he can get out to Australia, that is a egregious amount of carbon being spewed, undeniably. But if he can convince thousands of people to reduce their carbon footprint, then the ends justify the means, I guess. And I don't buy that. I want to see these people, the Bill Gates of the world, the Al Gores, the Klaus Schwabs, the Greta Thunbergs. I want to see them lead by example, and then maybe I'll buy in, whether it's not taking airplane travel and eating bugs or whatever the cause du jour is. And by the way, I wish I was, I wish I had Bill Gates in that interview myself. Tamara, I'd like to ask him this question. How much did you pay for the carbon offsets for your trips to Epstein Island? Hey, what was the bottom line on that one? And what were you doing there, Bill?
Oh, I would pay to see that. And I would also offset all the carbon in order to have that published. I wish I could rather. But I think that it's important to note here also that people like Bill Gates have the ability to end things like world hunger, starvation, and the inability to access clean drinking water. They have the billions to do that, but instead they want to invest in these frameworks that basically oppress everyone else and allow them to continue with their lavish lifestyles. And so instead, he would rather see funding go to the pockets of big pharma and mass inject children in Africa, then provide them with the solution to counteract the hunger crisis and the lack of clean drinking water. And this is just further evidenced by, the World Health Organization and its Director General, Tedros Ghebreyesus.
That's a clip from something we call Rebel News Daily. It's our daily live stream hosted by my friend David Menzies, but the show also includes a rotating cast of hosts and special guests, including me. It's a great way for us to talk about the news of the day as the news is happening in an unscripted fashion, and it's an awesome way for you to interact with us as well. We stream every weekday, 1 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Mountain, wherever you find Rebel News. See you there.